Hey guys, Helix here once again, and we're back looking at Tharsis. So last time I gave you a brief rundown on what Tharsis was and what it does. We didn't look at the main game, which is this option here, but we'll go to that in a few episodes time. We're going to stick though with missions, and in the first episode of the first video we looked at Last Man Floating, in which you've got Yuri, and Yuri is the pilot for the mission. And Yuri wakes up to find the rest of the crew missing from the Iktomi. No idea why they're missing, it doesn't explain it, it just gives you the mission to do training and endurance. So you've got to learn to survive alone, knowing that you cannot fix everything. You have 5 weeks to survive. So we're going to go straight into the mission, we're going to jump straight in. Now, if you were watching, or if you've watched the first video, you'll have seen that I didn't succeed. In a way, it was good that I didn't succeed, because it showed you what happens if you don't complete what you're meant to complete. So here we have 3 failures and kind of impending damage of 3. So we've got 2 damage going to happen here in the greenhouse and 1 down in maintenance. But I also have 2 health damage to all. So Yuri's going to take 2 health damage. It's better in my mind just now to fix the greenhouse, leave life support and leave maintenance. Yuri will take 2 damage, but we will stop the Iktomi from taking 2 damage itself. We'll select Yuri and we're going to move him and deploy him to the greenhouse. So Yuri's got 5 dice and we've got 2 rolls remaining. We're going to roll all 5 dice. 5 dice is what we can roll, so we'll roll. Thankfully we didn't get a 4. We won't be injuring him. We didn't get a 2, but we did get a 3. We did lose our assist for that roll, and it's now become a static dice, but as you can see, we've got more than enough to complete what we need to complete. We will, however, retain the 5 and the 3, and we'll put that into research. We have 3 repair to 1 module with duct tape at the moment. We also have repair arms, so it's 3 to the hull, but we need 5 research for that. And we have 1 health per active crew member. Now that's going to come in handy once we finish the deployment. Impending damage, we are going to lose 2 damage to Yuri. We will put 1 damage or 1 health back on him. We don't need to distribute any food. Yuri's got 4 dice remaining. He doesn't need the food quite yet, so we won't go for there. Right, we are going to activate Yuri. We're going to activate the small health kit and give that back to him. And we're going to deploy 2 life support in an hope to get rid of this 2 damage. We don't want him to die. And we have 10. Now he did take, he was going to take damage there, but the assist stopped that. That's why we got the 2 static dice on the 2s. And again, finish deployment. So far, the ship is taking damage. There's not a lot we can do about that. We need Yuri to survive. I am going to distribute the food this time. We are losing 1 dice from that. But I want him to have 5 dice because I know what's coming. Right. So we are going to take damage to him once again. But we do have 2 units, 2 modules that require fixing. I'm going to move up to the laboratory because maintenance, you'll notice, if I get a 6, I'm going to take damage. And if I get a 1, it's become static. Whereas here, I'm only going to get a 2 static. We did fail on this module last time, but I have faith this time. There we go. We've got more than enough to complete what we need to complete. And I'm leaving a 6 because I'm going to put that into research and we'll finish our deployment. We're going to take 1 damage to the hull and we're going to take 1 damage to Yuri. We don't need any more food. We're not going to make him a cannibal. And no new events. We just have to survive. So I'm going to have to put Yuri into maintenance and hope to get this complete. We do have the duct tape with 3 repair to 1 module. We're going to use that, so we only need another 9 to complete. So we'll roll our dice. Hopefully we don't get a 6. We did. We got a 6, but our assist helps us out there. We'll put in the 6 and we'll put in the 4. We'll put our 5 into there and we'll have to lose that 5. We'll leave the module. Yuri will take 1 damage. And we'll finish. And once again, Yuri's going to move back up to life support. 1s and 2s. There we go. Finish deployment. Oh, actually, just in case, we'll put the 2 back into research. Impending damage. Yuri's taken damage, but we have completed. We survived the 5 weeks, and we get a nice white screen. If you fail, you get a black screen. It says it's on easy. That's what I think's a kind of a bug from the main game itself. Last time I was doing the main game, it was on easy. If I was doing it on hard, it would remain on hard. But we've finished. We've done the first mission. If we go back to missions, there you go. We've got our gold star. So we will now look at all hands on the bad one. It's a training mission. We've got a software update to non-critical systems has led to a cascading series of issues. Working as a team to save the ship, no hull repair research. We've got to survive for 5 weeks. So we'll select the mission. So here we go. We've got Kayla, we've got Yuri, we've got Nikki, and we've got Allison. We've got the commander, the doctor, the pilot, the specialist. We don't have our engineer. We do have our pending issue here, which requires 250 rolls. This is going to be tricky. So we're going to start off. We're going to put the doctor into the life support module. We don't want 2s because it's injury, and we don't want 1. We have the impending damage of 1 to the hull. So we're going to roll and hope for the best. 6s, please. We've got 1 6. We could roll again, try get better than 3s. It's middle of the road, and we don't want to risk too much injury, but for the sake of the video, we're going to roll again. 6 and 3, so that paid off. We'll put the 3 in, and we'll finish her deployment. We've got Yuri next, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move Yuri down to here. We don't want 2s again. We had a 2. We do have our assist, which has saved us. We'll put that 5 in. We're going to roll again. A 4 and a 1. Not a lot we can do there. The reason I'm doing a system failure is if you don't try and tackle it, the system could fail anyway. We will put Allison next into life support, and we'll roll again. We don't want 2s. We don't want the 1. We've got Snake Eyes. We don't have any assists, so we're going to have to live with that and put the 6 in. We'll finish that deployment, and then we're going to put Nikki into system failure as well in maintenance. Roll her 2 dice. A 6 and a 5. Well, we could have had 2 6s, but we can't have asked for any more. So we'll do our impending damage. We've got our impending damage there. System failure. I am going to distribute the food. Now we're going to give the food to the commander because the commander only had 1 dice. We are going to also add though cannibalism to Allison, to Yuri. We're going to finish. So this time, Yuri and Nikki both have 4 dice. Allison has 4 and Kayla has 3. We'll select Allison and we'll deploy. We'll roll. And we're still going to have the 2s and 1s. We have their assist to assist us on 1 of those, but unfortunately one of the other dice did hurt. So we're going to roll again and hope for no 2s. Double 1s static. We're going to have to put them in. Finish that deployment. Back to Kayla and deploy. Roll again. We have a 1, which is static, so we don't have any assists. We have 6 and we have the 4. We're making good progress on that module. We will now work with Yuri because Yuri has the most health, and hopefully he won't get any 2s. He has a 1. We don't have an assist, so we'll put the 1 in, put the 6 and the 2 5s. Do we stick with Nikki here, or do we move her to life support? I think we'll leave her here and try and tackle both fires at once. She has been injured by the 2. We do have a 4 and a 5. I'm going to roll again and chance it here. We do have another 2. She will take more injury. Now that's unfortunate. But, oh, I've just realised I could have been doing it quicker with her on anything with a 4 or with a 1 above, that could be costly. My observation skills are lacking there. And once again, we're going to add 2 more dice to Kayla. We don't have any more food. So that's going to be our next problem. Week 3. Let's deploy Kayla once again. Our assist has stopped us taking any damage. We will put the 6, the 5, and we have to put the 1 in. And we're going to roll that 2 again. With 6, great. And finish the deployment. Alison's next. Static 1, but we do have 2 6s from that. We'll do Yuri next. And finally Nikki. Fantastic. So at the moment we're on 168 remaining on life support, and on maintenance we're 165. We have no more food. This is getting a bit tight now. So 2 dice, 3 dice, 2 dice, 2 dice. Once again we're going to use Kayla. Our assist assisted us on one of the rolls, but we've unfortunately taken damage on the second. I'm going to have to chance this and roll again. Another injury. It's not a lot I could do about that, but I'm having to push through as fast as I can. And what more can I say about that? I wasn't going to take that 3rd, 4th chance. We'll use Nikki this time. Oh my. Well, we're going to put the 2 into her class specific trait, and we're going to put the 5 in. And finally Yuri. Double 3s. We will risk it and we'll roll again. And the 5s just helped us push the 2 over there. We'll have to put them in. So what we're on now, we are on 153 and 148. Going into the final week. I'm starting to think I maybe should have put all 4 into one section, but we'll have to wait and see what happens when we get to the 5th week. We've got a 6 and a 5. Fantastic. Alison, you're up next. Deploy. 1 dice to roll, and it's a 5. So that module will finish on 137. Nikki, we'll go with you next. So 2. Our assist has helped us. I am not going to chance it again. I'm going to put that straight in. They can all die together. And 4. Finish deployment. Unfortunately, I think my estimating the situation, or over analyzing the situation in my head, has led to the failure of that mission. I should have put all 4 into life support and left maintenance. Even though it was a system-wide failure, it was surviving on its own. So for now, we're gonna leave it there. But that was 1 successful mission, which was training endurance, and 1 failed mission, which is all hands on a bad one. So until next time, I've been Helix, and this has been Tharsis, and join me next time where we'll hopefully succeed at any following mission. Until then, goodbye.